It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Now, here's a very important question. Are you saving enough money? Because, well, a lot of South Africans just aren't doing that. And with it being South African National Savings Month, we've got the Deputy President of the Progressive Professionals Forum and Director of Adenko Construction, Mr. Kashif Wicomb, in studio. Because last week we were talking about exactly how to start off saving. And one of the most important things we discussed was getting rid of debt. But now we move on to the next topic, which is, of course, short-term savings and how important that is. Good to have you back. So how are you?
Pleasure. How are you doing?
Excellent. Very, very well. So if you want to start off with short-term savings and you have a small amount of money, where do you even start to invest?
Well, I think
money?
the first debate is what is short-term and what is a small amount of money, but that will leave up to the individual. So now, generally, South Africans would put that money into a bank account. You know, into a little savings account. I think you mentioned putting it into a little bookie last week, taking a bookie to the bank.
Yes.
Which is not quite the best thing to do.
Okay.
If you look, for example, at inflation last year, 2014, was averaging at about 6%. And then you look at the average interest rate that you earn in a normal savings account, which, depending on the rate of return or the time that you invest, averages at about 6 to 8%. So what that effectively means is that if you put 100 Rand into $1,000 into your savings account, you'll be earning an interest of 6 to 8% from your savings, which is about 60 Rand a month. But inflation is almost close to that.
Yeah, so there's almost eating away at that interest.
Yeah, so there's almost negative growth.
Yeah.
So what are your options then? The options then are unit trust. Now, what's the difference between unit trust and a normal savings account?
What is that?
A normal savings account, you put your money, you transfer it into the bank account, you go to the local bank, you put your money in there, that's 6%. Unit trust takes your money and the fund manager invests it over what they call a boutique of investment options. So you may put some into currency, you may put some into property, etc., etc., etc. But what they offer you is a fixed interest rate over a period of time. Now, generally, that fixed interest rate is a lot higher than what you would get in a savings account.
Yes.
Now, the next question you should ask yourself,
what's the catch?
What's the catch? So the catch, you should, where the unit trust manager says your interest rate on this fund will be 9%.
Yes.
Which is higher than your bank account. But the question you should ask the unit trust manager is now, are your fees included or excluded from that? Because remember, a savings account doesn't charge you a management fee, but the unit trust account does.
Yes.
So ask that question. What are your fees, minimum withdrawal period, and what is your minimum period in which I must invest? Now, generally, unit trusts and money market or savings accounts can give you a 24-hour, 72-hour withdrawal.
Yeah, so the funds are pretty liquid and you can use them.
You can take it out.
Yes, but so you said early on it depends on the individual to judge how much the amount of money should be, but what's the smallest that you can start off with if you are going to look into investing in?
100 to 500 Rand. I mean, with unit trust, what they do, you can either put in a lump sum, or you can put in a monthly fee. And I think what you should look at is your time frame. So if you're saving towards an overseas holiday, if you're saving towards your kids' school fees or university fees, look at your time frame. And then take a view on that. So if it's a 3-year, 18-month, 5-year time frame, look at how long you're going to keep it in there, and then shop around. Look at what the different unit trusts and even banks offer. You know, people are very bank loyal, brand loyal. You don't need to. You can have your money your income or salary come into one account and have your savings account with another bank that offers you a better rate of return.
Okay, all right. So I think definitely worthwhile doing your research and finding out about all the different packages that are offered out there. Well, thank you very, very much. I think a very interesting topic. In fact, let us know on our Facebook page, on social media, how are you going about saving? We are trying to encourage we as a nation to be a more saving nation. And I wonder, Zoe, how does your savings account look?